Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Hello, people. Welcome to Stories and Tales channel. My name is Miss Mimi, and I'm super excited to be here with you again. I cannot wait to share this story with you. Today's story is titled Amelia's Celebration. Amelia's Celebration. Wow. Let's find out what it's about. It was a rare summer evening. The sun was setting and the moon appeared in the sky. Slowly, the night came on. Amelia was lying in bed, wide awake. Through the window, the sounds of a party wafted into her from the garden. A birthday celebration for her mother. Amelia had been allowed to stay up to say hello to the guests, but soon her parents had sent her to bed. But I'm big now. I am, Amelia said. It wasn't fair not to be able to stay up along with all the other people, but it was no use. Mom kissed her goodnight and then went back to the guests. Daddy just waved. Amelia got out of bed, went to the window and looked out. The garden was sparkling with brightly colored lanterns. There were musicians playing and people were dancing and laughing. It was beautiful, just like in a fairy tale. Amelia watched for a long time. She imagined herself dancing and swirling to the music under the lanterns. Finally, she couldn't bear to stay all alone upstairs any longer. What if she went downstairs to hide just for, a little while so she could see all those wonderful goings on from up close? That's the party. Amelia combed her hair and she put on her mother's pearls so she would look as beautiful as Mom. Then she ran downstairs and slipped through the door into the garden. No one noticed. She stopped. At night, the garden looked completely different. There was no sign of any of her things. Amelia felt alone. If only she could run off and talk to Lisa, her best friend. She and Lisa told each other everything, even their biggest secrets. Amelia sighed. Lisa lived just around the corner. She moved along the side of the house, away from the party, and crossed the street. Avoiding the street lights, she skipped across the lawns. When she reached Lisa's house, all the lights were out. For a moment, Amelia sat on the swing in the backyard, very disappointed and lonely. Lisa, she called under her friend's window. Then a dog barked and Amelia ran home. When she arrived, a breeze stirred the leaves. The lanterns lit up the grass. Once more, Amelia listened to the laughter. The musicians started to play and several of the guests began to dance again. Amelia ran towards the sound of the music. Close to the patio, she stopped among the bushes and watched. She had never seen so many beautiful things before and she couldn't take her eyes off them. But the most beautiful of all were Mom and Dad. They danced together. Looking into each other's eyes, Amelia was so happy. She began to dance herself among the bushes. That's Amelia. And that's her mom and her dad. After a while, Amelia stopped. Her head was dizzy. She fell down on the lawn laughing. The grass was cool and soft and Amelia stayed right there. She looked up into the sky. The breeze made the treetops sway, letting the moon peek in and out between the branches. Amelia reached out as if to catch the moon, but when she opened her hand to look, it was empty. Amelia began to count the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before she reached 20, she fell asleep. The last guests had said their goodbyes and left. Mom and Dad had gone inside. When they walked past Amelia's room, they peeked in through the half-open door. The light was on, but the bed was empty. "Amelia!" they called. There was no answer. Mom and Dad began to look all around the house, but she was nowhere to be found. Dad was getting worried. Where could she have gone? Maybe she's outside, Mom said. Together, they went downstairs looking for Amelia. Meanwhile, Amelia was sound asleep on the lawn behind the bushes. The moon had moved a long way across the sky and the stars were beginning to fade. Dew had formed on the grass and it was getting chilly. She awoke, rubbed her eyes and sat upright. At first, she didn't know where she was, but then she remembered everything. She looked at the patio. The garden was empty and quiet. The party was over and she was all alone. Amelia jumped up and ran towards the house. Mom and Dad were overjoyed to see her, and Amelia was very happy to see them. "I was lonely," she said. "I was lonely and I wanted so badly to dance with you." Mom and Dad looked at each other and walked out into the patio. There, Mom began to sing quietly, and then all three of them began to dance. They held each other by the hands and circled around and around the patio. When Mom stopped singing, she said, "Here we thought we had a little girl." "And meanwhile, she's quite grown up," said Daddy. "Well, at our next celebration, you can stay up for as long as you like," they promised. "Yippee!" cried Amelia happily and gave them each a big kiss. By the time Dad had carried her up to bed, Amelia was fast asleep. It had been a long, exciting day, and Mom and Dad finally went to bed too. The moon left the sky over the garden, the stars turned pale, and the sun slowly got ready for its daily trip across the sky. The morning dew sparkled in the grass. A beautiful new day was about to begin. The end. So the thing about this story is, a little girl wanted to stay up to be part of her mom's birthday celebration. And Mom and Dad said, "Oh no, you have to go to bed. You know, you're a little kid and all that." And Amelia went to bed, but she was awake and she was hearing all the party things happening downstairs and she wanted to be part of it. And she got out of bed, she went out of the house, and well, she did a lot of interesting things. She took a trip to her friend's house and found that the house was dark, everyone was asleep, which is nice. Well, no, I don't think it's nice. You don't just walk out of your house and go to your friend's house when you're a kid. Which is, I'm trying to say that, dear children, sometimes Mom and Dad are going to want to stay awake a little longer because they're doing adult things, having a party, right? They're hosting guests. Sometimes Mom and Dad will let you stay up late with them, right? But some other times they will want you to go to bed because adults get to stay up longer than kids. Don't ask me why, that's just how it is. So when Mom says you have to go to bed, don't be like Amelia and get out of bed and go on a trip. No, don't be like that. You want to give your mom, you want to make your mom sad or your dad, you want to get them all worried about you. No, you don't. So if Mom says, go to bed, kiss you goodnight, see you in the morning, you should go to bed, you should fall asleep. And in the morning, maybe you and Mom and Dad can dance together, right? But don't leave your bed, don't leave the house, don't go on a trip. I'm begging you, okay? Don't be like Amelia, all right? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to drop a comment. I really love reading your comments. Thank you so much for being part of this family. And I will see you soon.